Hello everyone. I never thought this will be my first video, but this is my first video, and I would like to tell you all that I'm a student in UK. I was born and brought up in Gujarat. I am Indian by my nationality. I am Hindu by my ethnicity, and I've lived in two countries so far. My first video is actually about things you should be aware of before coming to UK. So it's about tenancies and renting laws, and I would like to tell you about it because did not thought this is a thing in UK, but I would like to tell you about it. And I think now this channel I might use for explaining people the real UK things and what actually happens here. So I'm doing my master's here, and sooner or later, if you're a university student, even if you're not, you will have to rent a place. If you're living in a hostel, it will end once your course is ended. You'll have few months visa. For few months, you will need a place to stay. So I think it's important for everybody, for a student, for anybody with any visas planning to stay in UK, should be aware of this. I'll tell you an incident. So my friend was staying in Stratford. He was paying rent of £1,000. His rent was increased to £1,100, which is legal and acceptable according to UK tenancy laws. Landlords can increase the rent once in every 12 months, which was increased. And he was not really okay with it. So he asked the landlord. So he was also Indian, okay? The landlord was also Indian. He was Gujarati. So I belong from Gujarat. I was born and brought up in Gujarat, but I belong from UP. My roots are from UP. So I'm a multilingual person. I can speak Gujarati, I can speak Hindi, I can speak English, I can understand Bhojpuri, I can speak a little bit of Bhojpuri as well. So I used to somewhere we used to all, go there, hang out with friends. So I used to know that okay, this person is living with Gujarati people. And hmm, the rent is increased. He was not okay with it. He talked with that guy, the landlord, and he explained that, I'm going to lose my job or I'm leaving my job and I would not be able to pay so much money. Just so you know, the rent is dependent on what type of place you're renting. It can be a flat, it can be a house. It depends on the location of the house mostly, because you can get a big house at a small price if it's very in the outskirts. If it's closer to the central London or it's well connected, it will be a little higher price amount. So just so you know, he was renting this place. He decided to leave it. He talked to the landlord and he was okay with it. The guy used to have friends over. He used to have his colleagues over sometimes, which is again not against UK tenancy laws, right? The landlord had his family over for around more than a month, let's say, okay? And they used this guy's washroom when he was ensured an ensuite, which was the breach of contract. You cannot use somebody's personal washroom if he have contracted, he have signed a contract with you for an ensuite. As long as you don't compensate him or you do not, talk about it to him that please can he do that. Not you cannot demand it from him. They demanded it from him. He casually agreed. He's not from Gujarat and he did not, even think of it like that. They came, they used, his friends used to come, they used to stay. Everything was really fine. When he was leaving the place, everything was fine. They checked, not a single scratch was there in the house, okay? No damages done. There was no reason for for him to withhold deposit. But now what he does, that brother, you have to give 2 month contract. But why did you 2 month notice? But why did you not tell him this before he was leaving the place, when he was talking to you about it? You did not tell him that. You said, oh yeah, you can go, it's fine, I understand. And then he, then this guy being very polite said, but he used to talk to him with saying bhaiya bhaiya also. So we all, for a very long time, we were thinking that he was living with cousins or something. So he's that respectful, just so you know. And he's saying that, but you had to give 2 month contract, 2 month notice for this contract. And then this guy was like, but you did not tell me this, brother, before. Why are you bringing this up right now? And what can I do? You increase the rent and now I can't pay it. So I don't have a job and this, that. And he knew that this guy does not have a job anymore. He said, I will get another guy and then I will give you the deposit. I'll give you half deposit. Is that fine? Because you're giving me 1 month contract, a 1 month notice. Oh my God, guys, you will understand, okay? So this guy said, no, I need my full deposit. I've not done any damage and I'm leaving the place tidy and cleaning. I would never complained about anything. And, not a problematic tenant, I would say. And he said, okay, I'll give you the full deposit, but not right now. I'll give you afterwards. I can give you half right now and half afterwards. But he did not. He said, no, I want the full deposit. Whenever you give it in full. And then he said, okay, okay. And now he has been asking from that guy for his own deposit from a month, more than a month. And I was furious about it, trust me. And now he is pulling play like, who is gonna pay for the your friend who was staying? There was this guy who was also staying with him for like I think 2 weeks. So who is gonna pay for that guy who was staying with you for 2 weeks? And he's like, but brother, we talked about it. He was a friend. He did not had a place to stay. And he was with me. So he's like, yeah, but in the contract, I have clearly mentioned this, that. So things, after 6 minutes of this storytelling, I'll tell you things you should know as a tenant. Your landlord cannot, breach the contract saying that, oh, if you have signed a contract for an ensuite, which is bathroom included, and a bathroom, nobody can use your bedroom or your bathroom without your knowledge or without your, consent. If somebody does, they have to compensate for it. Means you can ask for money about it. You have to get compensated because this is breach of contract. Secondly, no landlord can withhold your deposit for even a day. Apparently, tenants are supposed to put your deposit into a government scheme which is there in UK to protect a tenant's deposit. He did not do that, and he thought, because that guy is very innocent, he thought, oh, he is not aware of it, which he was not. But then we all discussed as friends, and so this all is happening. He's not giving the deposit, okay? He's like, I won't give it. I am transferring. But then after, so much back and forth of him saying that your family stayed over, I cooperated, and why are you doing this right now? Why are you bringing everything up when we have already talked of everything? Now think of it. He have left that place 2 months ago. He have paid each and every deposit on time and in advance whenever needed. Okay, he have cooperated so much in that house. He have not broken any rule. He have been a very nice tenant. He is not into smoking. He have kept his place nice and clean, and there was no reason you can withhold his deposit, and he was still withholding his deposit for so long. Then of course he discussed it with all of us, and he got to know that the friends are talking, and he's like, you guys don't talk in between. It's not your tenant. I'm not your landlord. You're not supposed to talk in between. And I said, and he knows me because I speak in Gujarati with him. And I said, I typed saying that this is not done. This is the final request. I want you to send the deposit in full. He's like, what is this behavior? And he's taking the guy's name, that what is this behavior, mate? And then I sent a voice note saying, it's me. And I was talking in Gujarati saying, Tame શું કરો છો with this guy? Like, what are you doing with this guy? Why are you doing that? Or why are you withholding his deposit for so long. He's like, you stay away from it. This is why I don't keep my community people in my place. So every Gujarati out there, I want you to know this, okay? That people using your community's name is spoiling, spoiling trust of people, whatever. And then I pointed it to him, and I want to tell you also, as a landlord, he have kept a clause in the contract, clause 19, saying that if you have a friend to stay over, you will be charged for 40 pounds per night. And he thought he'll get away with it. According to UK tenancy laws, nobody can put this in the contract. You cannot enforce extra payment from any tenant for having visitors or guests over. All right. If you do that, that is a breach of UK law of tenancy. And if that guy would have reported it, he could have taken you to court, the civil court, and could have charged claims on you, could have charged mental harassment, and then you would have to compensate this guy with a very big amount than deposit. He did not do that. Luckily, after me explaining all this to him, he transferred the money right away. So, things you should know, a recap. If you are renting a place, make sure that a owner is sane minded. Secondly, make sure it's a safe place to live. Third, make sure you have the contract, sign and return. Fourth, make sure he have not included any such clause in the contract, because that's illegal. And fifth, if, because I know everybody, even I have not read my contract very nicely, to be honest, but if you have missed something like this clause, say stating that you have to pay for having visitors over, if something like this happens, you can take it to civil court immediately. Be aware of all this. Be aware of scammers. And I'm telling you, because we saw the chats. He was pushing it for like a month or so. And if it was somebody else, they would have forgotten it. Imagine, you cannot keep texting somebody, and then now this guy have given keys also. He does not have house keys. He does not have, and it's that secured apartment, okay, where you have to put the key scanning to get in. He cannot get in. He cannot talk to him. If this guy would have blocked this tenant right now, how would he get the deposit? So never return the key unless you have your deposit in the hand. This was my time. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this was helpful.